Mr. Yeah and David. You're watching a little 40k Space Marine, a little Seized Ground, a little Domination, and I got the Stormbolter. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more entertaining to watch. And yeah, just running to the objective now. So being that this is the third video in the series, I've noticed a disturbing trend. Well, a total loss of sight, but in addition to that, that being catchphrases. I noticed myself saying, let's make magic happen. Nice. I never say that in real life. Make magic happen, that's terrible. And almost accidentally did it sneak into the video, so I gotta be careful, because that's not something I want to get into the habit of doing. This guy gets a grenade, and a flank on this dude. Nice. And nice. Yeah, and it occurred to me that the register that I speak in while doing these is my applying for a bank loan register, or alternatively talking to a chick on the phone register. Like the volume, the pitch at which I speak is a little higher, which is interesting. So I don't know, it's a little weird. So I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit more. First, I'm gonna try to chase this guy down. He's gonna disappear forever from my life. But yeah, keep it a little bit more appropriate. At least frequencyly speaking. Yeah, that's a word, sure. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. Well, that being the magic of women and blindness again. Those blind grenades. Oh wait. Yeah, you get that. And what not to do. So I was getting the number off this this girl, and I got my iPhone out, you know, which always just seems like lame to me. I don't know if I'm more of a traditionalist, like pen and paper style, as far as getting digits. God, but I don't know, like just the interface just seems really like lame and weak to me. Where like let me get your number, and then pulling out this tactile-less pad and gently stroking the information into it. It seems lame. So already I'm out of. See, this is a horrible idea. Got a good streak going. Let's run into a perfect triangle of death. The perfect triangle of death, of course, is not a segue from my previous topic, so please don't write me angry emails. But anyways, I'm getting the number off this chick, right? And suddenly my iPhone is a mysterious element from another world that I have no idea how to properly use, and that happens so rarely to me. So it kind of really brought me back to when I was really nervous a lot about everything to do with the fair sex. And yeah, plasma cannons, man, so rough. By the way, in this game, if you die and you're not sure what happened or where it came from, then yeah, probably plasma cannon. But I had the added bonus of also being blind at the same time, so that's good stuff. But yeah, getting the number off the chick, and then she actually asked me, is this a new phone? Because I was actually trying to put her number into. I was trying to text her without actually having her number, and the whole thing was just a total fiasco, and it was really embarrassing. And then of course, I got really self-conscious at that point and started to sweat. It was just absolutely terrible. It's interesting though, because I'm not a sweater. Heat doesn't really bother me. Oh, you're gonna get stabbed. And it's so bizarre, because that's something I actually kind of pride myself on. Like the color of my hair, for instance. I mean, it's completely unfair. That my body, for some reason, doesn't mind being in hot climates, which is a good deal. But, no. Just run from that guy. Yeah, I thought so. Melt again, right? So, just try to get some distance on him. And, this is a terrible situation. To escape that grenade, I had to jump out into the open and eat a bunch more grenades in the last cannon. But it's fine. So the game's going pretty good. Got some good kill streaks going, but still only one objective. So I guess I'll just head back to B real quick. So I don't know. Oh. Ah, excellent. It's always nice to come back to reality and notice that I'm still alive. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my god. So they're not actually shooting me, they're just... Oh, alright. It's a long coming legitimate death. But yeah, speaking of faith, was I speaking of faith? Is that right? Yeah. Oh, this ASB cat, ridiculous. I played a couple games with him. He's very good. Yeah, what I mean, not necessarily faith, although faith is a component, but coming to, right? Like, the whole concept of sleep is just amazing to me, where, if you really think about it, I mean, I'm gonna close my eyes and enter some... Man, this is a perfect example of me not being great at this game, and thinking that everyone else with the heavy bolter will also be not great, and as a result, I'm consistently getting ruined. Just from my personal experience of trying to take some guy down who's using a storm bolter with my heavy bolter and then getting owned. So in a reverse situation, I think, oh, it's no problem, I can handle this, I know how this works, but then I get destroyed. This beast's going the opposite direction, and that's probably why. It's all good. But, so, as far as sleep though, right? So I close my eyes, and I enter, like, a zombie-like trance, and just, on total faith, assume that everything's gonna be fine when I wake up. Like, all my limbs will still be there, you know, my lamp will still be in my apartment. I mean, it's just, my circulatory system will still function as it did the day before. I mean, who knows, right? Just, oh well. Still got his. It just, it kind of just blows me away, because the same thing with death, for instance. I mean, it's not really... People don't really know what happens after death. Like, there's varying theories, but no one really knows, right? So it's not... No one's really afraid of that, because it's an unknowable, except for just, you know, being afraid of really, really deep water, you know. Unknowable, event underneath. Like, that's sort of, like, deep-rooted animalistic fear. I mean, fair enough, putting that aside, right? God damn, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so it's really, it seems to me, just the nice, just the transition, right? The painful transition. But usually, in most cases, it's fairly brief, except for like the long-suffering ruination. But aside from those rare instances, I mean, compared to a whole lifetime, I mean, even a long-suffering death is a relatively short experience. So it's almost like a mind game, with just this a biological imperative to survive, to not die, and have it really being desirable to remain living. What's your point, David? That it's a bit of a mind game, and we take a lot of things on faith. It's like death seems really, really terrible, and of course it is. You know, I'm not a big fan of. I don't want to die, but I mean the distinction, the difference between going to sleep at night and passing to the next world. I mean, it's not that dissimilar. Anyway, as far as conceptually, thanks for watching, and Mr. David, jeez, Death Girls, Stormbolter, good times all around. Take care.